To help leaders build excellent teams and help people become better teammates, there needs to be a blueprint or model for success. The PerformX team model can be used as a foundation for leaders to achieve excellence in their organizations. The model is comprised of 5 key components: teamwork, execution, alignment and accountability, methodology, and leadership. Let's take a closer look at each of these components that play a part in building team excellence. Teamwork is the first piece of the PerformX team model. Teamwork is first because without it, other team elements do not work. When employees feel free to communicate their ideas or issues, they tend to be more creative and generate better solutions. Trust is key to teamwork. Why do you think this is? When high trust exists, employees are confident they can share their opinions, ideas, and problems without fear. Employees are not afraid of being unfairly judged or being the subject of reprisal for having contrary opinions. They're not worried about asking a question and being condemned. They have confidence people will genuinely consider their ideas. They understand the big picture and how their part relates to it. In a total trust environment, everyone is confident their colleagues and managers will always do the right thing for the business. So how do teams create trust? Effective teams actively solicit input and opinions from their peers. All team members are focused on the best idea, the best solution, and are not concerned about who generated it. They remain open to new ideas which may be contrary to their own opinion or concept. They dare to create positive conflict and generate opposing views. To be a role model for trust, individuals must support and help others. How do leaders of teams create a high-trust environment? They appreciate and respect diversity. They always operate with honesty and integrity. Managers whose actions and words demonstrate that people are the organization's most valuable assets build trust. Leaders wishing to promote trust invest in their employees' skills and development. In a high-trust culture, managers are role models for the behaviors they expect from their employees. They have great communication and listening skills. They keep their commitments. They project confidence. And by their actions and words, they demonstrate they truly care about every individual in the organization. How can you do more to build trust? Listen, empathize, and show genuine gratitude and appreciation to everyone on your team. Provide positive feedback, offer assistance, and remember to say thank you. Great teams don't just execute, they strive to perform flawlessly. Goals and expected outcomes are clear, unambiguous, and readily available. The team's organizational structure is designed to effectively reach the desired objectives. Each member's role and accountabilities are clear and known by all, and the interdependency between each person's deliverables is identified ahead of time. In a great team environment, plans are created and then vetted to make sure they're comprehensive and realistic while being as simple as possible. Critical paths are determined and action steps are in the proper chronological order and well understood by all. Special attention is paid to those activities that are believed to produce the most vital results. Team members move their assignments forward by paying attention to the task at hand. Plans are frequently reviewed to measure progress and make appropriate adjustments. Meeting cadence is well communicated, and meeting agendas are published and adhered to by all team players. Communications are outstanding. Progress, problems, resource requirements, changes of scope, and deviations are well known, eliminating any surprises. In their book, Execution: The Discipline of Getting Things Done, Larry Bossily and Ram Charan say, to understand execution, you have to keep 3 key points in mind. Number 1, execution is a discipline, and integral to strategy. Number 2, execution is the foremost job of the business leader. And number 3, execution must be at the core element of an organization's culture. As an employee, you can positively impact team execution in several ways. Number 1, recognize when you're procrastinating and take baby steps to overcome your hesitation to get started. Number 2, remember, self-discipline is needed for one to adhere to a best practice or process. Number 3, get help early when you need it. Let others know well in advance if you're struggling with completing your assignments. Number 4, don't let organizational boundaries hold you back from completing tasks. Too often, people allow themselves to fail by allowing problems to fall through the cracks. Number 5, fix the problem first. In a healthy environment, employees do not fear stepping on someone else's toes. And number 6, communicate clearly and quickly. Leaders can improve execution by doing the following. Number 1, be strategic and emphasize planning and systemic approaches. Number 2, set stretch goals and deadlines. Number 3, provide effective feedback using the SBI method. Number 4, foster trust, accountability, and alignment. Number 5, communicate the competencies employees need to display on the project or job. And number 6, show and communicate a sense of urgency. Alignment in an organization means all team members are united and committed to the business strategy, objectives, company values, and to each other. Conflict is not discouraged because it is sometimes needed to obtain the best solutions. When conflicts do occur, disputes are resolved quickly at the appropriate level. Accountability entails accepting and discharging the responsibilities that have been delegated and entrusted to individuals. It goes further than acceptance, however, so that those responsibilities are executed properly and on time. People who are accountable follow through on their commitments. They also proactively communicate the results they've achieved, good and bad, transparently and honestly. When it becomes clear that they may fall short of expectations, they let people know quickly and then double their efforts to remedy the situation. A culture of accountability exists when everyone can depend upon their fellow employees to bring their best work to the table. According to the organization Partners in Leadership, team accountability exists when people at every level of the organization are personally committed to achieving key results. They report proactively and follow up constantly without being asked. They measure their own progress. They have internalized their commitment to achieving the well-communicated desired results. Their mantra is, "What else can I do to achieve the desired results?" So what can leaders do to promote alignment and accountability? Follow these steps. Step 1, gain transparency and understanding. Step 2, come to an agreement on the plan, resources, metrics, communication plan, and likely obstacles. Step 3, make key metrics public and socialize them with the team. Step 4, coach for accountability. Step 5, discuss the consequences of different outcomes, rewards, and penalties of success and failure or non-fulfillment of expectations. Step 6, review progress and results. Step 7, eliminate rationalization and get people thinking above the line. Teams can't be successful unless the unit's data, processes, and systems are efficient, agile, and promote competitive advantages. These processes and systems can't be static. They must be continuously improved by having robust sales and operational planning. Lean Six Sigma and other tools must be understood and utilized. Support function processes must be designed to streamline the production and delivery of goods and services. Decision-making for complex issues should follow a model, and there should be clear roles and accountabilities for making major decisions. KPIs and metrics must be accurate and readily available so everyone knows the target and status. Internal policies and procedures must be in place to ensure compliance, superior quality, customer service, and employee morale. How can leaders improve the methodology of managerial effectiveness? Embrace the truth. Know the organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Be a role model of effective and efficient meetings. Ensure everyone has a strong customer focus for both internal and external customers. To conserve resources, know where you need to be excellent and where you merely need to be good enough to win. When the need is great, urgently empower people to cut through the red tape to get results. Whether or not a team excels and meets the requirements spelled out in the Team Excellence Model, it all comes down to leadership. Leadership, in its simplest form, is creating an emotional connection with people. To understand the emotional needs of their employees, exceptional bosses use empathy to find out the dreams, fears, and aspirations of people who follow them. Furthermore, they listen with great concentration by eliminating distractions, asking questions for clarification, and repeating what the other person is saying rather than interrupting. Armed with that information, leaders create an environment where their team's emotional needs can be met. Doing this builds trust, loyalty, and commitment. Superior managers celebrate wins and build solid relationships with their team, which creates a deep commitment to the pursuit of excellence. They accomplish this by delegating tasks to empower their team to grow capabilities and take ownership of the business. Through their words and actions, bosses convey their deep dedication to the success of each team member. Leaders actively observe their staff's performance and then provide constructive feedback in the moment to coach and improve performance. By articulating a vision of what winning looks like, managers build engagement and help their team find better, faster, or more cost-effective ways of achieving results. Effective team leaders treat failures differently. They encourage their people to learn from mistakes by making connections between cause and effect and continuing to move forward. Role modeling is essential. Managers are expected to be personally and publicly 100% invested in the company's success and its community and charitable endeavors. They do the right thing by willingly accepting short-term losses in exchange for substantial long-term gains. Finally, they ensure the customer's needs are a driving force behind the team's decisions and actions. They always make success of their team and business a top priority. In conclusion, focusing on the PerformX Team Excellence Model and the components within will assist leaders in building a foundation for team excellence and individual success.